Йоу-йоу-йоу, всем привет. С нами.
Well done driving off that monstrosity Venom before he took an even bigger chunk out of our dear friend Spider-Man. Thankfully, Doctor Strange is tending to him.
You too, Hunter. Kept people safe, preserved works of art. He really took a beating from Venom, huh? Let's hope Steven can work some medical magic. Doesn't sit right when homegrown heroes get hurt like that.
Hunter, you need a hobby.
What? Like this?
No, something you can do by yourself during the bleak moments.
I used to work with wood. Carved my own toys, built some simple furniture. Tables were easier than chairs.
Have you thought about doing this again?
Maybe. The tools are different. I would need to find the right kind of wood. I'm sure there's some around the Abbey.
Hunter, if you ever carve me a toy, I will paint it.
You paint?
Nothing I would share. But that's the point of hobbies, yes? You do it for your own enjoyment. Hunter, you have excellent taste.
Hunter, hello.
Blessings of the goddess.
An elemental rod.
I should take this back to the altar. There, finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it. We may have woken you up to save the world, but just think where the Abbey would be without your efforts, Hunter. The magical energies flowing through the grounds are converging on the altar, drawn to it like moths to a flame.
As a child, it never occurred to me how important this altar was to you.
Where would a fabled witch be without her various accoutrements? Just as your swords are an extension of your power, so too are my altar, the cauldron, and the library.
And now that the altar has been restored?
It's time we start using them to our advantage. Come by the library tomorrow night, and we'll conjure something together. Oh, and thank you again for the help, dear.
The goddess disagrees.
Been watching the way you handle yourself out there, Hunter. You're not bad. I was thinking maybe it's time you and I compare moves.
Moves? As in combat?
More like a friendly competition.
Then I shall defeat you. In a friendly way.
Tough talk, but can you back it up?
Before we begin, is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, anything goes. Just don't touch the shades. Now, you want to say it or me?
Say what?
Ding ding.
Spider-Man would probably appreciate it if you looked in on him. I think he's quite impressed by you.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
How's it going?
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
Hail, Holy One! Or is it unholy? Yet to be determined. Of all the enemies we could be facing, I'm grateful Lilith is our foe.
Lilith threatens the entire world. There are more powerful enemies?
Of course. But for Miss Minoru and her young allies, none knew the Gibborim would have culled this earth of sentient life. The fabled Tikali Lee? Not so fabled. The dweller in the darkness? Only the Ancient One's power drove that sucker-spackled beast back to the depths. Better the mother of demons you know than the elder god you don't. Let's endeavor to meet again soon. Nature's poetry is a bird dancing with the wind. That was lovely, Hunter. But we really should get back to stopping.
Nico always picks. Thank you for allowing.
What? You want to know who am I? Who am I? I am the web-slinging arachnid of justice. I am the fearsome spider who just ruined your day. Wait. Who owns the night? I am the eight-legged bringer of justice. I am Spider-Man. 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 Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, Hunter. Didn't see you there. Everything's fine. This is completely normal. All the top heroes do it, I'm sure.
Do what?
Practice their hero voice. In my case, my spider voice. I figured if I was going to be teaming up with this group, I ought to up my game. Sound more, I don't know, scary, I guess.
I do not think you need to change a thing, including your voice.
Easy for you to say. You ooze demon hunter coolness. I'm just some guy in some spider-themed tights.
It was not I who drove off the venom creature. You are a powerful demon hunter in your own right.
You really think so?
I know so. I actually came here to thank you.
Thank me? For what? And by the way, does this thanks also involve pizza? I have to say battling Eddie always works up the appetite.
If I were to acquire this pizza, who would I give it to? Your identity remains a mystery to us all.
Oh, you want to meet the Spider-Man beneath the mask? Sorry, that's a no-go. My true identity is a closely guarded secret. Not even MJ or Aunt May know for... Wait. I see what you're doing there. Sorry, Hunter, the mask's gotta stay on. I hope that's not gonna make things weird between us.
The Abbey is a place of many secrets. Your identity is safe within these walls.
It's not the walls here I'm worried about. It's out there in the real world where the people I love are.
No mask can hide you or them from Lilith. Her gaze can pierce your very soul.
Yeesh. Reminds me of my best friend's dad. And that was before he became a flying goblin.
I know this is not easy for you, Spider-Man. The people here are very different from one another. They do not always see eye to eye. But one thing I can say in truth is that I trust them with my very life. Lives.
Wait, did you just say lives, as in plural?
Yes.
I am really gonna enjoy getting to know you, Hunter.
And we would enjoy getting to know you. The real you.
Listen, let me think it over, alright? It's a big decision. Gotta meditate on it. Check my horoscope, roll it around in my head, and maybe we'll talk soon. Cool? Cool. I really need to think this over.
Thank you.
How's it going, boss? This should be quick. How does this look?
Until next time.
What are we doing here, Magic?
We're unwinding. Together.
Really? I was not aware that I was wound.
I did not say you. This is a place I like to take all my... colleagues.
Thank you, Magic. I value our collegial relationship as well.
You are welcome. Now stop talking, Hunter. Relax.
Okay. I will try.
I said shut up already. You're ruining the warm vibes.
Sorry.
Shh.
better to have it and not need it, right? Ready for more? I think we've got something for everyone.
New and improved.
Awesome! Can't wait to see how this goes down.
This'll make a difference.
Well, you know what they say about prep?
Peace.
Of course, Carol. I'll run the data immediately.
Run? Bruce, you told me you were on it for days.
I meant process my findings. This coil of yours is no simple substance. There's no one-click option.
I get it. Just get back to me as soon as you can.
You'll be the first I call.
Something amiss, Captain?
Nope, nothing. Just Bruce being Bruce. More importantly, really glad we got Spider-Man back, Hunter. Not sure if you've noticed it, but these end-of-days scenarios really tend to put a damper on morale. It's nice to get a solid win, you know?
Every victory we have inches us closer to stopping Lilith. And every life we save
is another ally against her. In this case, a wisecracking, radioactive Spider-Man ally. Which is a good thing, now that we know Hydra has been augmenting their soldiers with this radioactive green gamma shampoo. We're gonna need all the help we can get. Speaking of helping, should probably get back to it. There's a certain special Hydra mad scientist out there whose face is just begging for a smacking. And these gamma signatures of his don't seem to want to analyze themselves. Talk to you later.
Your energy blasts are quite fearsome.
If you think I'm cool, thank the people who trained me.
Well, looky who it is.
So, about the Staff of One.
I don't let anyone borrow it, if that's what you're about to ask.
No. How do you trick it into casting the same spell more than once?
Oh, I try not to think of it that way. Not anymore. It's like a partner I had to learn to work with, or a roommate to live with.
But I have seen you cast the same spell before.
That's magic I picked up on my own. I use the Staff of One to focus and augment it, but I don't pull out the big guns unless things get, let's say, apocalyptic.
Then keep at it. You are no good to us without the staff.
So you, of all people, think the only reason I'm here is because of my evil mom's legacy?
That is not what I meant.
Sounded like it was. Let's drop it, okay?
Okay.
Sorry I snapped at you. My mom is a touchy subject.
I of all people get it.
Yeah. I won't forget it.
Feeling good today, girl?
We've stumbled on a Hydra unit unloading some of their stolen bounty. Unfortunately, their crates are rigged to self-destruct if the required keycard isn't swiped first. And Hydra's agents are carrying the keys. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
Hardly a concern for a Sorcerer Supreme.
There are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you.
That was really something.
Now is my
That's the spirit. This one won't bother us again. A moment of preparation.
I serve until the end.
Something is wrong.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
Shall we...
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Let me show you the way. I truly doubt they're paying you enough for what's about to happen.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Watch and learn. Let's see. I fully intend to make this as miserable as possible for you. Fair warning.
Do not try me again.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
I'm not quite myself all of a sudden.
Someone call for reinforcements?
Even in number.
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card.
Leave some for the rest of us.
How invigorating. You were too weak for this fight.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others. That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces. And let's get you home. That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
I need your help. Magic's birthday is coming up. I want to throw her a surprise party, but I can't do it alone.
I have no idea what that is.
Right. I bet that meant musket ambush in your time. On Magic's birthday, everyone else will hide in a room. When I lead her there, you jump out and shout, "Surprise!" Then we eat cake.
With the exception of cake, that is exactly like a musket ambush.
That's why I like you, Hunter. You're creepy, but informative.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing complicated. I don't need you to hunt special ingredients for a cake or anything like that. If you could get the other Midnight Suns on board, it would take a huge weight off my shoulders.
Do you really need me to do this?
I don't, but I want them to see more of what I see. That you're part of the team. It'll mean a lot coming from you.
Should I mention this to Tony, Carol, and the others?
I don't know if they can keep a secret. I'm not even sure if I'll tell them about the party until that night. Oh, but I should probably invite Spider-Man. He seems like he'd really get into it.
All right. Let me know what you want.
Still figuring out who and what I need, but I'll message you when I do. Probably tomorrow?
Sounds good.
Thanks for this. Do you have any questions?
Why the surprise? Why not a normal birthday party?
It'll be fun! All your friends showing up at once to wish you the best. Doesn't that sound fun to you?
Sounds like you really like surprise parties.
Of course! I had a few when I was younger, back when I thought I was part of a normal family.
You do not often speak about that time in your life.
Why would I want to? It was a childhood of happy memories, before my quite literally evil parents pulled the rug out from under me. But those parties... My parents weren't throwing them to appease their dark gods, they wanted me to have the happiest birthday.
Where are we going to have the party?
I'm still scouting locations, but somewhere inside the Abbey. We'll make it work.
That is all I had. I'm good for now.
I'm good if you're good. Thanks for this, Hunter. Can't wait to see the look on her face.
And so you actually slept in that thing?
That was probably a mistake. I kept having dreams that I was swallowed by Sandman. That's, actually happened, you know.
Look, man, I get it. It's not a decision to take lightly. I struggled with it for a while myself.
What changed your mind?
I guess I finally started trusting these fools. They may be a little crazy, but they're like family.
And what about your real family? Don't you worry about what could happen?
They're back in LA. Much as my kid brother Gabe would love this place, they don't know a thing. Whatever happens here never gets back there. To be honest, I don't even think we're in the same dimension.
What?
Never mind that. Point is, this is a safe place with good people. If there's anyone who can keep a secret, it's them. Sorta comes with the territory of being a Midnight Sun. Most of our lives weren't sunshine and candy before Caretaker recruited us. And now we've got a gigantic demonically powered pizza oven in the forge.
Excuse me, would you...
Hey man, it's okay. We can talk about something else if you want.
Yes, please stay.
Can't. Got something I need to do.
I really thought I had him with the pizza thing.
What is it with you both and Pete?
Okay, you wanted it, you got it.
You wanted what?
I give you by popular demand, the man underneath the mask.
Peter Parker from Forest Hills, Queens. Nice to see you finally ditched the spider-faced doily, Peter. We're all friends here. You got our attention, so what do you got to say, Petey?
Hi? After all that build-up, I hope I didn't disappoint anybody. I mean, I can't shoot laser beams, light my skull on fire, or glow like the sun. Like Tony said, Outside of the costume, I'm just boring old Peter Parker. I don't even have a cool screen name.
I have seen you in battle with Venom, Peter. Believe me when I say you are anything but boring.
Aw, thanks. Jeez, Hunter, you trying to make me blush?
I did not realize you embarrassed so easily.
Oh yeah, I actually surprise myself at the things that embarrass me. Speaking of, now that we took care of the giant radioactive spider elephant in the room, we might as well get to know one another. If there's anything else you're curious to know about me, ask away. I'm apparently an open book now. So what do you say, Hunter? Care to step inside this Spider-Verse?
I have encountered werewolves, half-vampires, dragon men, but I have never encountered a Spider-Man before. There must be quite a story about how you became this way.
It's actually not the most epic story. Sort of a field trip gone wrong scenario, if you get me.
I do not.
Well, a small irradiated spider bit me while I was working up the nerve to ask Mary Jane Watson if she'd like to check out the Pym particle exhibit at the Empire State Museum. Next thing I know, the high-energy photons injected into my bloodstream started altering my genomic sequence. At first, I thought I was having an allergic reaction, and then I started climbing up the walls. I told my Aunt May it was late-onset puberty. She, believed me for some reason. So, how about you? Get bit by a radioactive hunter or something?
My mother is the harbinger of a dark god. A normal life was never in the cards for me.
Yeesh. I thought high school was hard to deal with. That's gotta be a heavy load to carry.
It is not always easy. do not seem like a typical Avenger.
Avenger? Me? Oh, no. Between my double major at Empire State, taking photos for the Bugle, and, you know, the whole protecting the neighborhood thing, who has the time? Besides, they haven't asked me to join them, yet, of course. What about you? How's this whole Midnight Sun thing work? You like the captain or something?
Perhaps according to a prophecy, but in truth, it is only unified together that we will all prevail over Lilith and Chthon. Ego is simply the tool of our enemy.
You sure you're not already an Avenger? Definitely know a guy who'd love to hear that. Here's a hint. It rhymes with smapped in Hermerica.
And just how many years has there been a Spider-Verse?
Oh, you mean how long have I been doing this? A few years now. You should have seen the original suit. I'd still have it lying around the dorm somewhere. Makes a great blanket. How about you? How long have you been hunting?
At this point, I suppose I am well over 3 centuries old. That is, if you count the years spent above and below ground, of course.
Of course. I mean, whatever gets you senior discount sooner, am I right?
You are a fascinating man.
Ooh, I like that. Friendly neighborhood, fascinating man. Wonder if Stark owns that trademark yet.
This Venom creature's obsession with you is strong enough to overcome my mother's call. Until now, I thought that impossible.
It's, complicated. Eddie, the guy underneath the giant oozing mouth, was a reporter with me at the Bugle a while back. I may have ruined his career by exposing a phony source of his on this big murder case. This, of course, led him to the alien symbiote that had secretly bonded with me after my original suit was trashed on Battleworld. We can talk about that little adventure later. Long story short, I thought I had eradicated the suit with a giant church bell. Before I knew it was alive, of course. Anywho, the alien symbiote decided to merge with Eddie, and the two have been hunting me down ever since. It's your basic, simple misunderstanding, right? Well, I guess every superhero needs a super nemesis. Venom is mine. Must be tough having your own mom be yours, huh?
From what caretaker has told me, Lilith ceased being my mother the day she gave her soul to the Darkhold. The mother of demons is all that remains now.
There's some movies you and I really need to watch. Used to be a trilogy, now I've lost count. Either way, call me a romantic, but I believe there's still good in everyone. Guess that's why I have a soft spot for Eddie. And the symbiote, too. That symbiote saved my life on more than a few occasions. Deep down, I know there's more than what you see on that slimy, oozing, brain-eating surface.
Thank you, Peter. I should be going. This was eye-opening.
For both of us? Gotta thank you too, Hunter. I was sort of holding back before. You know, didn't want to be a chatty Charlie. But now the floodgates are open. Let the real Peter Parker flow through! Anyway, you gotta go. I'll talk to you soon.
Of that, I have no doubt. Farewell, Peter.
Good chatting with you, Hunter.
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Good to see you, Hunter.
Destiny tips its balance toward us.
We don't cook enough around here. Everyone does their own thing. We should have a night where we all bring something to the table. You know, potluck? We could start a weekly tradition. Hey, I make a mean carne asada.
We would be reviving an old custom. Before I died, we did what you call potluck about once a week.
Huh. For real? Just, you and Caretaker?
Agatha was there. So were the original Midnight Suns.
Okay, we're doing this! Give me a few days to put this together. And then, coming soon to an abbey near you, Midnight Suns, the potluckening. Too much?
A bit.
I'll work on it. I could do that again.
Our moonscapes look nothing alike. See, Hunter, you're so much more than a weapon. You're fun.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious. The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
You are welcome to attend Ileana's surprise party.
As much as I would enjoy that, my presence unsettles those incapable of perceiving me. I'll celebrate from afar.
So you will be there in spirit?
Oh, Hunter, how I've missed your wit.
curious. Fascinating. This must be the tunnel entrance Agatha spoke of. This must be an ember from the forge. I have the ember. The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
So I can use the cauldron to brew... things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds. You'd be surprised what we can make use of.
And I just dropped the ingredients in. Is that not dangerous?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? And I see you've already found a recipe book. I doubt you'll have any trouble following along. Lovely, dear. You're a natural. That was expertly done, Hunter. I expected no less from someone as skilled as you.
Always on the hunt, right?
Now this place feels like a superhero lair. Man, I wish we had something like this in New York.
What is that strange ripple in the air? It is not quite wind.
I knew you would sense it. It's the transmigration of life essences from one level of existence to the next.
Human souls?
No. Insects, birds, other creatures. The Abbey is a waypoint where the veil between planes is quite thin. During quiet times such as this, you could actually feel it happening. I didn't want you to miss it.
If I stand still, it is like I can feel every wing brush past me.
There's no sensation quite like it. More relaxing than a visit to a spa. It also reminds us of what's at risk of vanishing completely if your mother gets her way.
Indeed.
But I have a feeling that with a life force like yours in play, that won't happen.
Don't tell me to calm down, Robbie. The others are in there with freaking Caretaker planning their next move against Faustus, and they are totally leaving us out. Again!
But this is the Avengers we're talking about, right? They're heroes.
And who had to bail out those heroes when your new pal Spider-Man was being chased by the alien slime monster? Us!
Got you there.
If they are so powerful, why could Strange not help us save Wanda?
Look, Doc's a good guy, okay? He's patched up a spider knee or two since I started this thing. Flaming pumpkin bombs are not exactly covered by insurance.
I would not trust him to patch a tire.
They move into our home, take it over, and then have the nerve to leave us out of every single damn decision that affects us. You two want to cozy up to Mr. Stark and Doctor Strange? Go right ahead. Me, I'll be outside. Most of the air's been sucked up from here already.
Hunter, got a question for you. Nico made some good points, but I gotta be honest. I'm getting used to the Avengers being around this place. I mean, yeah, Tony can be annoying, but not all of them.
Of course.
Although it makes me wonder.
Wonder what?
Well, what are they thinking about us?
When facing a demon, aim for the heart.
Always do.
Then why are you talking to me when you should really be talking to them? Or at least her?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have many abilities, Daywalker. Lying is not one of them. Admit what you feel about Carol. You owe yourself that much.
Admit what? That I feel a sense of admiration and respect for a fellow teammate?
I have no doubt Carol also appreciates what you bring to the team.
I hope so. I try to do my best for my allies.
Well, I am sure she is also impressed with your efforts and has noticed you as much as you have clearly noticed her.
I'm not going there, Hunter. Let's just drop it.
Consider it dropped.
Oh, and this conversation? It never happened.
I will add it to the list.
Do you ever feel, I don't know, out of place?
What do you mean?
I mean that we're living with the Avengers.
So?
So, I'm the guy who stops bag snatchers and ATM thieves. Each one of them saved the whole world like 5 times, minimum.
You earned a place here when you led Venom around New York City. The Avengers? They just showed up.
Mind if I keep you around for ego-boosting purposes?
You know where I live.
Thanks. I just needed to get that off my chest.
Anytime.
We're doing this again, right?
You're like a...
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Shoulders, baby. It's all about the shoulders.
when we hang out, it really doesn't feel like the world is ending. Okay, so in addition to being a good fisher, you're also a great gatherer, Hunter.
What's the latest intel? Okay, Central, what's your magic? Now we know what they're up to. The question is, what are we gonna do about it? These are the current priorities. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
See you soon. I'm tracking a new threat. What's ugly, hungry, and dead all over.
Vampires?
Yes, but an entirely new breed. Nothing I've seen before.
If it is the kind with chameleon skin, we must act quickly. We cannot let them overrun the Abbey. Not again.
My intel doesn't mention a visibility issue, but let's circle back to the not again part.
Ancient history. It was unpleasant.
So you're saying no need to bring this up with Tony?
His room is where the infestation began.
Good to know. For me, not him. The new breed I'm tracking are, they're vampires.
I see. No, I do not. You already said they were vampires.
Vampires with a Y? Pronounced exactly the same as vampires. I suppose that was wildly creative for the 16th century monks who first cataloged them.
No, it is just confusing.
That's why I'm calling them new breed vampires, to set them apart. I'll flag anything related to these latest bloodsuckers and send it directly to the mirror table.
Carol, you are...
The best? Yeah, I know. Hunter! Just the person I wanted to see. Okay, I'll be honest with you, anyone is the person I want to see right now. At this point, I'd sit down for a tea with Galactus if it meant I didn't have to sift through these gamma readings for another second. It's all just starting to blur into one big giant green gamma mess, you know? And my favorite big giant green gamma mess is too busy to help.
What is it Agatha used to say? If you run out of sharpened stakes, better find a pointy tree.
You had an interesting childhood, huh? But I get it. Need to think outside the box on this one. And I better do it soon, too. I've got a bad feeling about things lately, okay? Particularly when it comes to you and Bruce. I'm what they call a precog. I catch glimpses of the future. No idea why, but I'm sure channeling the power of a mini white hole through your entire body might have a little something to do with it.
What exactly did you see?
Nothing specific. More of an impression. You and Bruce. Your faces. You didn't look good. Is this what Steven goes through?
I sometimes catch glimpses too. The past, the future, sometimes a different present. Though the source of our visions may differ, you are not alone in this burden.
Forgot I was talking to the Chosen One there for a second. Still, I actually find that somehow comforting. Maybe we can start a tortured vision book club or something.
I'm always here if you want to talk about them.
I might just take you up on that. My visions are chaotic at best and very few and far between. Maybe a while before I can make sense of this one. I should get back on task. I think I've ignored these numbers long enough. Talk to you later.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
They turned me down last time I asked for a tour of NORAD, but I guess this is close enough.
I couldn't help but hear some raised voices in the other room. Was wondering if you knew what all the fuss was about. Was there some argument?
You might want to talk to Nico directly.
Why? Is she upset?
I do not want to speak for her. But she seemed angry about Wanda.
I want to grieve too, but none of us have that luxury right now, or else we'll be grieving the whole world. Thank you for your honesty. I will have to think about how to handle this with Nico. We'll speak later.
So, like, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but I think you're okay.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I see you trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, like, thanks.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your side.
Honor? Oh, man. Listen, Hunter, don't take this the right way because I totally appreciate the compliment, but you really need to drop the formality and loosen up before Magic starts calling you a boomer.
Boomer?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
That describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I see you making an effort to not make me feel like a complete reject, and I appreciate that. I need all the allies I can get on this apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Reality show? Vote?
Just try and not get eliminated, Hunter.
Hunter.
Robbie, can we speak in private?
Of course. Let's go.
Nico needs help prepping for a magic surprise party.
All right. What does she need me to do?
She wanted you to pick the team present for magic.
Oh, I got this. I'll find something unforgettable.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Got more coil for me? No peeking now. Take your pick, Hunter. If you find more coil, send it my way.
And of course, you came to find me. You don't need to check up on me, Hunter. I'm fine.
Perhaps I wanted some fresh air as well.
Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm sure they'll be opening an Avengers satellite campus here soon enough.
The gods spare us all.
Look, the Abbey might be a little rustic, but it's ours. Was ours. Until these Avengers just swooped in and started treating us like a bunch of outsiders in our own home. And it's not like Caretaker does anything to stop it. Hell, she freaking encourages it. Pisses me off so much I could scream.
If you want a seat at the table, sometimes you need to simply take it.
Yeah, my dad said something like that to me once. He was willing to do anything to get his seat. Thing is, sometimes standing is a lot less bloody. You know, maybe this all wouldn't be bothering me so much if they were focusing all their effort on finding Wanda. None of them even mention her, let alone discuss how we're gonna rescue her. Because newsflash, no one plans to, especially Caretaker. She's probably happy she's gone. Ugh, forget I said that. And definitely don't tell Caretaker about any of this. Midnight Sun, Cone of Silence, okay? Good vent. Let's do it again sometime. Later, Hunter.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
Just give me a target.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player. Now we can really get down to work. Peace.
New York. Is there a problem? Another one?
Central's picking up some unusual activity at the New York Museum of Art. Looks like a break-in. It's all stolen artwork, recently recovered from a personal collection of... Deadpool?
That Harlequin is an art thief?
No. Red Skull is the art thief. Deadpool is more of a... kind of like... You really need to see for yourself.
luck, kiddo. You're going to need it.
Caretaker, are you sitting in with Carol?
Oh, no. Not if Deadpool's involved.
It cannot be that bad.
Just wait.
Any intel on our museum thief? Let me guess. Captain Mayo in the archives with a candlestick.
Hydra Mystic in the warehouse. No candles. Whatever Hydra is looking for, it seems they have yet to find it.
Just don't let them find you.
You the new guy?
Huh?
Sorry, the new fully customizable, heroically upgradable monster masher? Wisecracking anti-hero. Merc, very occasional hero. Whatever. I'm adaptable. Spin me off, it's a big franchise.
Stop talking.
Are you here for the statue too?
What statue?
The one my very mysterious and very scary client from somewhere in very Eastern Europe wants me to steal back from the guy who stole it from him? It's the Circle of Crime.
That one?
Well, Jimmy, my frickin' chungus. Yeah, that one. Hands up, pants down, ladies and gents. This is a robbery. I'm sorry, have we met? Aren't you... Sloth? No, Sylvia. Cindy?
Please kill him.
Sin! That's it, of course, Sin! Redhead. I mean skull. I mean scout.
We never seem to have much luck with these stealth approaches.
I have yet to participate in one that was actually quiet.
Quiet is boring. I'm almost never quiet, and things go not terrible for me sometimes.
Try not to get wiped out by Hydra flunkies while you're mouthing off.
Not dying is actually a key part of my strategy. With extreme prejudice. Can you feel the love? Mucho gusto!
You have earned this! Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Hail that! I'm gonna get ya!
Hostile unit on the move.
want me out of the picture.
People will do anything for health insurance these days.
I'd love to hear who hired you to steal that artifact if you're feeling chatty, and I know you are.
Wait, you aren't the usual lady in my ear. Who is this?
Carol Danvers?
Why is that name so...
I'm Captain Marvel.
It's finally happened!
Always happy to meet my fans.
Step right up! Test your strength! Groovy! Bad luck for you, friendo!
I'm impressed.
Insert catchphrase!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
How many times are you gonna try that?
Hardly a scratch.
I was born for this. I'm Gamma on the move.
I need to stop taking jobs from mysterious internet strangers. This could have been dangerous.
This internet seems like nothing but trouble.
But there are so many adorable puppy videos, not to mention all the not safe for work stuff.
What is...
Don't even ask, Hunter.
Weak, even for Hydra. Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared. The advantage is mine.
I choose you! Why is that so fun? More goons? Oh, you shouldn't have! Really?
How'd you even manage to find this place? Been tracking Hydra long?
You're really pumping me for information here. I'm slightly aroused.
one time I sit in for caretaker, this is what I get. A lunatic pervert mercenary.
Lunatic pervert mercenary?
Well, that was something.
A sidekick.
Insanely annoying, as expected, but at least he can fight.
Step away from the artifact.
Click!
Did you just say click?
Yes, I did. For emphasis. Now hand over the statue.
Fool! Do you know what...
Monologue-free zone here. It's in my contract. Sorry. Now, respect the click and hand over the... Whoa. Big click energy. I like it. Want to help me kill some Nazis?
Hydra aren't Nazis.
Potato frittata.
What they have outlives their usefulness to me.
See? I had your back.
Right. Where is Sin? And the statue?
The level designer says she went that way.
Why betray her own people?
Maybe she appreciates a plot twist? You first. Is this a mole man thing? Please let this be a mole man thing. Cause you know I'm the biggest Mole Man fan. Uh-oh.
It would seem Hydra and their mistress have escaped with the artifact.
Is this like one of those monkey's paw things? I say Mole Man, and the universe gives us off-brand vampires?
They're vampires with a Y. It's a whole... Don't ask.
Wasn't gonna. So, is there some special way to discuss these critters? Guess how many times I've heard that. That unicorn is pissed! It's about time!
Your time has come. not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Don't worry, they're just sleeping.
These vampires are a problem. At least we know how to handle them.
Without that statue, not even a sparkly hole can cheer me up.
Is this about your very scary client again?
When he finds out how royally I botched this mission, or worse, when he finds me, I'll be...
Deader pool?
There it is! You go, new guy! And by that, I still obviously mean the new, fully customizable...
Come back with us to the Abbey.
No.
The magical wards will protect you.
No. Hell no.
You can hide there. Help us track down Sin.
No!
Fight off the vampire infestation.
If you insist. Look, Ma, I'm gonna be DLC.